What's up, math scholars and math haters? This is Mr. W. We're going to tackle question 26 of the third grade math questions that North Carolina released this past school year. We see that a truck rental company charges $20 per day plus a one-time fee of $40 to rent a truck. A person needs to rent a truck for 9 days. How much will the person pay to rent the truck? Now, for a problem like this, you need to know how to translate these, and you also need basic order of operations. And I'm going to go over that very briefly here, because with order of operations, it gets a bit trickier as you move up your math classes, but for right now, with the knowledge that you're going to have in third grade, all you need to know is that you have to multiply and divide before you add or subtract. So we're going to use this framework right here to solve this problem, but first we need to go ahead and translate this. And in order to translate this, first thing I'm going to look at is the word per. Now, if y'all have seen any of my other videos where I talk about questions that need to be translated like this, you know that per is one of the three big words that tells me that I'm going to have to end up multiplying. And also, I've got something over here, this plus. And you might see any of these three words, plus, more, or in addition, and I'm sure you can guess what these are going to translate to. These translate to adding. So we're going to have to do some multiplying, we're going to have to do some adding. So let's start with our multiplying, because according to this basic order of operations framework, we want to multiply before we add if we have the choice. So since I see per, it's $20 per day. So it's money times days, and then this is going to be 20 times, and it says the person needs to rent a truck for 9 days. So that's 20 times 9. You can use a multiplication trick where we do 2 times 9, which is 18, and then tack the 0 on the end of it, but since we have our calculators for this question, I'm going to go ahead and do that. 20 times 9 is 180. And if I were to cover up the zeros here, you could read it as 2 times 9 equals 18, and then I just put the 0 back. I love using that trick when I multiply by any multiple of 10, anything that ends in a 0. But for right now, we've got that this is $180, and now we need to look at this one-time fee. First thing I want to point out is that this one-time fee of $40 is not related to anything, related to any of the other numbers. It's not per day. The 9 days doesn't really matter for it. This is a really, really good trick to use when translating problems, because especially when you get into 8th and 9th grade, this is where functions start coming in, and that's a big scary word, but it basically means all of this stuff, and they're starting it in 3rd grade for some reason. We need to take our 180, and we need to add, because this one-time fee doesn't have to do with the day, or with the $20 or the 9 days or anything. 180 plus 40. Since I have my calculator, I'm going to use it. 180 plus 40. That gives me 220, which thankfully matches our answer choice C. So there we go. C is our answer.